Hey everyone, it's Angela with Create Your Future. So in our video today, I am going to talk about healing and whether or not healing is something that you have to go through to get to your desire. Do you have to go through the shadow work? Do you have to look at past trauma? Do you have to unpack all of your childhood in order to get to your desire? So if this sounds like something that you're interested in, stick around for the video. I do want to mention before we start that links are down below if you'd like to work with me one-on-one and have a one-on-one coaching session, or if you'd like to check out my course, Awaken to I Am. So if you want anything extra, look down below in the description box. Okay, let's talk about inner healing. Do we have to go through inner healing to get to our desire? And the short answer from my perspective, from my opinion, is no. However, when you are going about manifesting from a healthy perspective, when you are prioritizing self, healing is just going to be a part of that journey. It comes along naturally. So remember, whenever you have a desire, when there's something that you want to experience, whatever that might be, whether it's that relationship, the job, the money, the body image, whatever that thing is externally that you want, that desire is just the catalyst to move you deeper within, right? Manifesting is never about that thing. It's always about you. And so it's just the catalyst that moves you to go within. And as you go within and you begin to examine self, examine stories, examine how you feel about self, you naturally move through a healing process. Okay, it just happens naturally. And let me kind of walk you through what this looks like. So if you have an unhealthy attachment to something, what that means is your happiness, your joy, your peace, everything is all bound up in having that experience externally. I'll be happy when I'm with that person. I'll be happy when I have that money. I'll be happy when I get that job. I'll be happy when I look a certain way. So there's all of this within you that makes you think the happiness is outside of you. Okay, so let's talk about that in a practical way, what it might look like. And let's say if we're manifesting a specific person. So if you have your affirmations that my person loves me, my person and I are together in a great relationship, my person wants me and only me. You have these affirmations, but you cannot feel any sense of peace, any sense of happiness, any sense of fulfillment. You keep thinking that only when it comes in the 3D, only when I see it in person, only when I get that phone call or I get that text from my person will I be happy. Right there, you know that your attachment is unhealthy. It's connecting you to an experience that's outside of you, that your happiness is going to be based on the outside event, okay? And so you're going to go within and begin to ask questions. And this is the part of manifesting where you have to really be honest with yourself, okay? You have to really ask questions and be honest with why you're feeling the way that you feel. And there are three things that come up. Three things. It has to do with your relationship with self. It has to do with your relationship or your perspective of the world in general. And then it has to do with your relationship with your highest self, your understanding of who you are at the core, your unlimited eternal self. So if you feel like I can't be happy, you're saying your affirmations, but I can't be happy until it happens externally. You might begin to ask yourself, why do I feel like that the only time I'm going to be loved is if I have it show up outside of me? The answer is always going to be something around the idea of, I don't feel worthy of love. I don't feel that I deserve love. I don't feel that I deserve this person. I don't feel that I deserve that relationship. And right there, when you're honest with yourself, you begin to reshape your affirmations, okay? I'm worthy of love. I'm worthy of any relationship that I choose. I'm worthy of any relationship with any person. I am valuable. I am worthy. I am deserving of those things. That is why I know that my SP loves me. That is why I know that I'm going to have that relationship because I've decided my worth. I am worthy. I am valuable. I am deserving. So you're focusing in on self. You're prioritizing self. You're realizing that it's within you, that you deserve it, that you're worthy, that you are now going to give yourself those things. You're going to give yourself that love, that feeling of worthiness, and build it from within. And remember, everyone is you pushed out. So, of course, your SP is going to be picking up on this story, picking up on this new version of self, picking up on your thoughts, right? Remember that. The desire is a given, the desire wants you, but you've got to come into that space where you're really honest and recognize that it's about self. So the first part is looking at self, right? And sometimes that's all we need. Sometimes that really grounds us in and we begin to feel the confidence, the peace, the joy, the love within for self, and that brings the manifestation in. Sometimes not. Sometimes we go just a little deeper and you're still feeling something's not right. Something's off in my affirmations. Yes, I know I'm worthy. Yes, I know I deserve this relationship. Yes, I know I deserve whatever it might be, but you're still not feeling safe. You're not feeling like you're going to get your desire. You're feeling off internally. And this is just about awareness, right? Just paying attention to your state within. The next place that I always see is our relationship to the world. And it deals a lot with fear, feeling like we can't trust the universe, that God is against us, that things never work out, that the world is a dangerous place, that the world never shows up for you, right? Life is hard. And so you begin to change affirmations around that thinking in regards to the world. You begin to remind yourself, nope, God is on my side. The universe has got my back. Things show up for me. Life works out. Life is easy. So you're creating affirmations now about your perception, your understanding of the world. All right. And then finally, all of this is working. Your perception of self, your perception of the world, all of this is working because why? Because you're creating all of it. You begin to remind yourself that you can have to be anything because life is moving through you. You have come into this 3D experience to create any life that you want. You are unlimited internally. You are connected to all that is. You are connected to the divine, right? You begin to build up that deepest foundational piece in regards to who you truly are at the core. So all of this process, thinking about self, thinking about your worth, thinking about how you deserve anything and you are worthy of love and you are worthy of a relationship. The world is on your side. The universe is for you. Life shows up easily and effortlessly. Why? Because you're creating it all, because your mindset now is focused on this, because you have free will to choose any life. This whole process of thinking, going into these deeper and deeper levels of self is healing. That is a healing journey, right? It doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't have to take forever. It doesn't have to, force you into months and months of examining yourself internally. It's just beginning to question, why am I so fixated on X, Y, and Z for my happiness? Why do I think I'll only be happy if I have that person or that job or I look a certain way? That moves you within to begin asking more questions. Looking at your internal space, how you feel about self, how you feel about the world, and then lastly, are you understanding that it's all within you? Nothing is against you. You have no competition. You have no enemies. It's all within you. This is healing. It's simply changing those stories. It's changing a story that maybe you've heard all your life or believed all your life, but you're changing it. You're creating a new story, a better story, a different mindset about self and the world and who you are at the core. And that is a healing journey. Now, if you're just simply affirming over and over, I'm with SP, my SP loves me, they're with me, they love me, they're with me, they love me, and all your focus is on that, and you repeat it over and over, you will get movement. You will probably get your SP to show up, but it's usually not going to last because that deeper story of not feeling worthy of love or not feeling that the world is safe, that God is on your side, those things will continue to come up because it's trying to get your attention, to lead you within, to go to that place where you really, truly realize who you are. You realize your value and your worth. You realize that you're safe, that life is safe. So you can go about it that way, but it's usually not going to stay. You're always going to have to come back to this process of healthy manifesting, which is basically you realizing the truth of who you are, surrendering to that, surrendering to the process. So you don't have to set out with an intention of going on a healing journey, but as you honestly, in a healthy way, begin to manifest your desire and you work with self and you pay attention to your feeling state, you will go through a healing process. Your mindset will shift. Your mindset will shift about self, about the world, and finally who you are as a conscious creator. It will shift. So work with the process. Ask yourself those questions. Be patient. Give yourself time to think about some things, and you will get your desire. Your desire is always a promise, right? Your desire wants you more than you want it, but your desire wants to show up in the best possible way. The best possible way so that your relationship is healthy, so that your finances are stable, so that your career is healthy. It wants to show up in the best possible way. It wants to meet you on a healthy plane. So go through the process in a healthy way, all right? And you will find yourself naturally going through a healing process. So I hope this cleared up any questions for you guys. And remember, if you want to work with me one-on-one, I can help you through that journey. I can help you ask those questions, all right? And I can help you get to your desire. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you next week. Bye.